Well, greetings from the apocalypse. Today I'm here to talk to you about setting tools number 4, 5, and 6. Those are the straight setters. These are the tools you use when you don't have a lot of room to set your stone. So I wanted to show you how the straight setters work. Unfortunately for me, I don't happen to have a project with a bunch of small stones in process to set right now. But what I do have is my fancy compass ring right here. This is something I finished, I don't know, maybe about a year ago. I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely one of my favorite pieces. Chock-a-block with detail, and also lots and lots of little stones and not a whole lot of space in between to set. So anything like this where your space is tight, that's when your straight setters are going to be your savior. So whatever your design is, you may not be doing something as cuckoo banana as this, but any, small stones close together, little stone on a bale, there's lots of scenarios where it's tricky to get in there with a full bezel roller. The bezel roller works great when you've got like a couple stones and there's plenty of space in between and everything, and that's all good. But there are lots of circumstances where you're going to need something like this straight setter. Like this is the largest of the three. Basically with a set of three, there's nothing you can't get into. So you see, you can use this to get in to every one of these little spots. When I was setting this, I used my straight setters because God knows what else I would have done. But you see, you can use this, you can rearrange your hand and get in everywhere in between these stones from every angle. Now, like I said, this is actually the biggest one. There's 3 sizes. There's the middle size, which you don't quite see. Because I don't have it here right now. The one on the other side right here, this is the smallest one. So basically you have a set of 3, so you just figure out which one fits best in the space you have and you use that. Because if you're in a really tight spot, this little one, the end of it is like about 1.5 millimeters oval, and that gets into every, I don't even think there is a space small enough that you can't get into with this. So you see what I mean? So these tools are meant to be held just like all the other ones are. You put the handle right in the palm of your hand, your thumb and your forefinger guided on either side, and then you just get into all your little places, like so, like so. Like I'm not actually setting right now, I'm mock-you setting, because this piece is already done. And I just, damn it, didn't have a piece that was at the right stage to show. But I'm hoping that by showing you this, you can really see what I mean. This is what these straight setters really excel at. They are good for getting into every little tight spot that you might have. So in the beginning, when you're making something with just maybe 1 or 2 stones, whatever, maybe you're just using the rocker pusher, but I guarantee you sooner or later, you're gonna start needing your straight setters and they'll do the job beautifully. Now I have 3 sizes, a small, medium, and large. The large has a little oval head on it that's about 3.5 millimeters. The medium is 2.5, and the small is 1.5. The straight setters are for all those circumstances when you don't have a lot of room. And that's what the straight setters are for. That's why they don't have like big curves at the end or anything like that. They're made to be basically as slim as possible. They have an oval shape on the end so that you have plenty of room to work to set your bezel, but they don't have metal sticking out beyond that that's going to be like knocking into things and leaving marks. So that no matter how tiny everything gets, you can just pick the one of these that fits in there the nicest. And they do a beautiful job of setting. And it makes it possible because sometimes when things are so close together, that's your design, but it can be very difficult to pull that off and make it happen. So that's what the 3 straight setters are all about. And just like the rest of the tools, the sides are a very high polish, but then the working ends are sort of like a more 400 finish because, you don't want to be sliding around too much. So the straight setters are designed to work just like the other setting tools in the master setting tool set. You hold it in the palm of your hand, handle goes right in here, and then your thumb and your forefinger basically go on either side of the working end. That gives you great leverage and great control. Basically, you don't even feel like the tool's there, and that's pretty much what I'm looking for when I'm setting, is to be able to forget my tools and actually concentrate on what I'm doing.